Hello, do not be alarmed. You have not mistakenly clicked on an episode of Hoarders. This is the basement of someone who moved in over a year ago and has been constantly saying, I'll get to it. But there are hidden treasures. Very hidden. And the specific diamond in the rough that I am talking about is... Oh my god. This is really heavy. This knitting machine. Here she is. Let's do some detective work. Ooh. Before we start doing some Sherlocking, and because you girls gotta eat, this video is sponsored. So for a very quick ad, here is sponsor Rachel. Oh, hi. So today's video, I'm very excited, is sponsored by Disney Emoji Blitz, which is a super wholesome and cute matching mobile game that you can download for free in the link in the description below. Basically, you have all these emojis from your favorite Disney movies. They have so many from Disney, Pixar, Star Wars, Little Mermaid, Lion King, Monsters Inc., Zootopia, pretty much any Disney movie you can think of. All of these characters have their own little power-ups. The goal of the main game is to match emojis. You only have a certain amount of time to do it. The sounds and the music, everything is just so stinking cute. And there's so much to do. There's the main game, but then there's side missions, goals that you have to achieve, challenges, villain events. My favorite emoji right now, probably Jiminy Cricket. His power up is making a random rainbow star appear, which then clears out a bunch of emojis. It's a really good way for me to turn on my brain in the morning. I like to psych myself up before I start. When you get on a roll, you really get on a roll, and it's really satisfying. There are new emojis being added all the time. You can also then take those emojis you earned in-game and send them to your friends. That's Disney Emoji Blitz. If you're looking for a very cute, wholesome, just Hakuna Matata, then I highly, highly recommend this game. You can download it for free in the description below. Thank you so much, Disney Emoji Blitz, for sponsoring this video. And without further ado, let's get back to it. Welcome back. I'm kind of glad that this is blocking out my butt because I don't know about you, but the backs of overalls on my body. Sun comes out. You know what that means? That's right, we dress like a kindergarten teacher. A little backstory on this. This actually came from my old house. Some of you may know was my grandmother's. We were cleaning out the basement because it was atrocious, because apparently that's just a personality trait of mine. To have basements that look like Gort's house from Halloween Town 2. Tucked way into one of the shelving units, far out of sight, covered in dust and cobwebs, was this baby. But it looks like she probably ordered this from a catalog of some kind. American Knit King Corporation. Explain to me why I feel bad cutting this string. It's historic string. This has been sitting in the darkness far too long. It's time to give it another life. Do I know the first thing about knitting? What do you think? No, I don't. Actually, that's a lie. I used to, but then apparently my brain decided that there was more useful information that it wanted to store. Like every word to Lady Sovereign's Love Me or Hate Me.
I never had my nails done, write them down until the one with an existing one.
The new automatic Knitmaster requires no special instruction of any kind, and even a child can operate it. We'll see about that. Well, that sparks a little bit of confidence. With that being said, let's open this baby up. I feel a little bit like Indiana Jones in Raiders of the Lost Ark. And I'm hoping no demons come and collect my soul. Ooh, I'm sorry. Ew, what is that? Ah! I was sort of right, but instead of demons, it's just ancient mouse turds. It's gross, gross. Okay, instructions. That's good. A little munched on. It's gross. Feels like the weirdest instrument ever. Nasty. Wah! Even a child can operate it. Booey! There's a little TLC. Don't go chasing waterfalls. What a... Oh! Treasure. It's a little tube. Did my grandma make these? Oh, it's a blanket for ants. You know what I'm gonna do with this? You are gonna go Instruction time. Knit King. Want to hear a poem?
Yes.
Little Bo Peep has lost her sheep. If you find them, please inform her. She bought a Knit King and needs the wool to make some chic clothes to adorn her.
Interesting. Wow.
I've got another poem for you. The time has come for us to talk of pattern, ways, and means, to help inform and guide our friends, those wonderful knit queens. These knit notes will come to you each month with news and suggestions. It's yours, you know, so send along your stories, poems, or questions. Okay, all right. So I have a lot of these little newsletters from Knit King. So this one is from August 15th, 1957, and there's just a bunch of them. Twinkle, twinkle, little Cam, knitting sweater, dress, or tam, pushing needles to and fro. Whee! Just see that Knit King go. Along with all of that, the instructions. I should probably take a gander at this. And even this is so friggin' cute and has some super cute outfits. Let us familiarize ourselves.
If several stitches are to be decreased as for an armhole, after the transfer tool has been inserted, if the stitches the eye is placed over and into the hook of the appropriate latch needle, two stitches along the stitch slides from the transfer tool onto the latch needle, which should be pulled forwards onto the holding position. When all stitches are on the needles, the rows are of contrasting color.
First thing we need to do, clean this baby up. Okay, let's talk the limited knowledge that I just gained from reading this booklet. This is the correct orientation here. The cam box slides this way. Okay, turns out this is hard to do. Moves along here. And it go like that. Have to go to knitting position, which is halfway, making this as wide as you would like your piece of knitted fabric to be. And I think if you go over this, it's supposed to like lock it in place. Oh no. Hold please. After thoroughly lubing this bad boy up, let me explain to you a little bit how it works. The piece of yarn goes here, gets wrapped around, and then however long you want your piece of fabric to be is how many needles you need to set. Then you loop around each individual needle anti-clockwise, like so. Run the cam box over to start the thread, bring the thread back around parallel to the needles, and then there you go, just keep running the cam box. So after properly futzing with the machine and just trying to get the hang of it, I have made my first item. Would you like to see it? Here it is. A baby bonnet for frogs. Duh. We do have like a nice solid stitch in the middle. I switched from the green yarn I was using to the yarn that actually my grandmother had in there, because if you look at the thickness difference, it's quite significant. The green kept blocking the machine and falling apart, and it's just a little too fuzzy. For now, I'm just gonna stick to the skinny fabric, which is now a nice brown due to all of the rust in the machine, I'm assuming, and possibly grease. So that's kind of gross. Let me set up another little section for you. Take this, go under here, loop-de-loop, and pull. I'm just going anti-clockwise. Shloop. Cool, okay. And then what I struggle with is that you're supposed to do this in a very succinct and smooth motion, but I don't know if I have this too tight or something, but it's very jerky, which it says specifically you're not supposed to do, but you know. So then bring this back around the front and back around. I don't think you're supposed to do that. Smooth. Smooth. Ooh, that was smooth. Okay. Go over. Ooh, and it's stuck again. Okay, go, go, go. Oh yeah! Feel the thrill. This is not the most exciting content you've ever seen. Smash that like button. Oh my god, it's actually making like a thing. I'm so happy. Oh no, oh no, 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 no. I did it. Wow, it's beautiful. I like that you can literally see the progression from when I started to then eventually figuring it out. And now my baby frog has a scarf as well. I am so relieved that it actually works, but this is a very small section, so I guess the big test is doing bigger sections and seeing if it's as smooth and if it actually works. One thing I did learn, string really can't be too tight when I lay it back parallel to all the hooks, because otherwise it gets a little jammed. I still don't trust myself with the thicker yarn, so I think tomorrow I'm gonna run to the fabric store and get yarn that is this thin, maybe, depending on if everything runs smoothly, make an actual thing. The one my grandma put together, which hers is a lot fancier than mine, wider and thicker than mine, which I don't know how she did that because look at mine is like tight. I would assume it's that number gauge. I will see you bright and early tomorrow morning and we will make some progress here. Yeah. All right, see you tomorrow. Good morning. I actually lied to you. I do not need to run to the craft store because once I familiarized myself a little bit, I played around with it and tried that yarn that I initially tried, the green. I made this. I basically just turned the knit size up or tension. I don't know what that knob does, but I turned it up to 8 instead of 1. And my friends, here is my plan for today. For this little knitting project, I'm going to attempt to make a garment. Because I'm still learning the machine and I don't fully know what I'm doing, I'm gonna stick with symmetrical rectangular shapes. A crop top of some kind, long rectangular tube top, button in the middle. I can't wear tube tops without going literally all day when I wear them. I'm going to add some straps. That's the plan. I've never done a strip that wide or that long, so this is probably going to be a very trial and error process, but let's do it. 9 inches long with a little bit of room just in case the edges are a bit wonky. To be safe, around 11 inches. Oh, this is large. Got all of these halfway, then I just have to properly align them. Make sure that all of these little hooks don't have the claspy thing. All right, now I have to loop this thread around each one of these. Oh no, this is supposed to be on the other side. Ah! Heck! And everything is just dandy. Nope. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, I'm scared. I did it! I am the knitting master! A little tangled in some areas, but... Oh no! I think I just have to keep doing a little damage control after every swipe, because it is making something. What that something is, I don't rightly know.
Later.
Came off here. Scratching this. It wasn't a very smooth run anyways. Amazing. I said this process would be trial and error, so I'm nothing if not a woman of my word. No! Oh, fudge. I was on such a good stride. I had too much slack keeping it parallel here, and as I was doing the slider, it fell off. So then that kind of just ended the knit. Frick. I think I can make this yarn work. I'm not gonna give up. By George! This will not get the best of me. This is like a full body exercise. I'm just saying. Tally-ho. I had a really good stride for a while, and then the thread just came off towards the end. But I got a pretty decent size little chunk here once I iron it all out. I'm just gonna start a new section and just keep on going. The ends are still kind of hard. Let's continue. Ooh, this was my longest streak ever. I just did it until I ran out of yarn. I vastly underestimated how much yarn I would actually need for this. I'm so excited. This is so freaking cute. Probably just need another one this size. Then I've got some mess ups, but that's okay because I plan to use these as the straps, maybe do 2. I'm gonna go get some more yarn. Let's do it. Good morning. So I finished a new ball of yarn up and now I have weirdly scroll-like pieces of yarn. In the instruction manual, it says to iron these, you're supposed to put a damp cloth over them and then iron that. So I'm gonna do that. They're very scrungly. It's definitely improving. Not bad. So I'm gonna continue with all the other pieces and then we can start literally patching together this crop top thing. Wish me luck. It is complete. Would you like to see it? How'd you like? Ta-da! Here is my little, very basic, rectangular item of clothing. My little hobbity vest. It actually, in all honesty, I'm usually a bit of a Peggy perfectionist when it comes to things I make, and a little bit self-deprecating. Sally. I think this came out super friggin' cute. This whole knitting machine process, has me flabbergasted. This was a pile of yarn yesterday. That's pretty magical. I think it's quaint and cute. And I don't know, I'm just psyched. There's no other way to put it. Glad that I did this and it isn't still just sitting in my basement, rotting away in its own little dungeon like Count of Monte Cristo. I kept putting it off because I was scared of failure and I was scared of doing a whole intro and then having it just not work. Just the idea of knitting to me was so far-fetched and intimidating. And so to have this as a tool at my disposal now, so exciting. And the fact that it was my grandma's makes it even more special. So yeah, I don't know, that's this video. Kind of felt like an archaeologist in some ways, digging out this ancient artifact, figuring out how it worked, teaching myself all the little mechanisms, problem solving without being able to do a quick Google search like I usually do if something goes wrong. Thank you again so much, Disney Emoji Blitz, for sponsoring this video. You can download it for free using the link in my description. And I highly recommend it. Honestly, I do. I play it every day. Also, a little announcement of sorts. Usually I do every other week video, but I will have a video next week because I'm going to England the week after that. So I needed to bump my off week back a bit. There'll be a video this week and a video next week and then an off week. Okay? I love you whether you're new or old to this channel. If you're new here and you feel like sticking around, feel free to subscribe. I upload every other Friday and I will see you in my next video. I'm just gonna do an extended bye. This is cinema. I feel like Doodle Bob. Are you seriously thinking that's a face? Hello, my face is here. No! Frickin' frack. Let's just keep going, bro. Yeah! Also, I got new glasses. Now, I know what you're thinking. Rachel, those look exactly like all of your other glasses. And to that I say, oh, you think so, huh? New glasses? Old glasses. Vastly different. Lee 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 lee. Lee 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 lee.